Welcome to Real Juicy News, and today we are looking at a certain free Linux operating system or distro. It is called Pisi Linux or Pisi Linux, however you want to pronounce it. It's a GNU/Linux distribution based on the old Pardus Linux with its famous PISI package management system. It's an operating system for desktop computers with software for listening to music, browsing the internet and creating documents. Pisi Linux is built from scratch on a stable base, but many core user applications such as the Firefox web browser or the VLC media player are kept constantly up to date. To increase the distribution's user friendliness, Flash Player and many multimedia codecs are installed and pre-configured for immediate use. You've come across a couple of distributions that claim that, and we go to a certain website to see a certain group of old videos and it doesn't work. We tried Flash Player add-on, another Flash SWF one, and also Ruffles, which doesn't have ActionScript compatibility yet, so it's all a waste of time and they don't work. So we're reviewing this because we downloaded it. It's free by clicking on the link here to go to their website. It's Turkish, by the way, so you might have to hit this Union Jack flag or this English flag here so you can read it in English. It was easy to download, easy to put to USB. Only problem is you can't trial it, you have to install it. So that's what we did, and as most Linux operating systems do, they ask you for an administrator password so you can log in, and also a encryption password. So we put in both of those and then restarted the machine and put in our password, which it accepted, but then it said on another line RSDN, something like that. Due to our own fault, not reading the full information here, we had no clue when we went to download that it actually said here the minimal ISO. There is no desktop in this version. If desired, you can install the desktop in our repository. Okay, so there's no trial version as well. In this version there is no desktop. It will be simple for installation. You can install it and install the desktop you want, or it can be used as a server by installing the necessary servers. When Yali starts, it will ask for a password. The password is live. Well, when we put it to USB and then installed it, again it asks for the administrator password and the encryption password. So as we stated a moment ago, we put that in and it said RSDN or something like that. We didn't know what the hell that was. We looked it up and all this sort of stuff. We had no clue and we just abandoned it. Okay. We prefer ones or distros where you can actually try it first, right? What we did was we probably direct download it from here, okay, or else we got it from their actual site. We can't really recall. Probably from the site. Okay, so that's just a quick heads up. If you're planning on using it, if you go on Distro Watch and you come across it, there are comments and a rating. It's 9.4 by the average user, a bunch of users. of that system. Okay, it says a great operating system, quick and easy to install. It is successfully satisfying all the needs of the workspace environment and a server environment. Has its own package system. It's easy to reach the developer team. Pisi is easy to use, has many programs. It's the most stable KDE distro that this person has ever used. And then you have other reviews of it. And this particular person here, we found, says live was working fine, so I've installed it on my machine, but unfortunately I do not get login screen. These other great comments on it. On the downside, this person found the software repository limited compared to Mint or Manjaro. They guess it is to be expected, as this is not a major player, but they did find some things missing they would have expected to find, which was a little disappointing. So they won't be adopting this one, but we'll keep an eye on it and may look again in the future as it does show promise. It's a very fast and stable Linux distribution. They'll be using it for a while for daily work and programming. And more good reviews on it. Okay, no problems, they're saying. Yeah, that's just what we found with it. As this person here said, it was running live from the USB stick. Unfortunately, he couldn't get into the login screen. Well, they couldn't get into the login screen, we couldn't get past it. Okay. So that's a quick heads up from us. It's a Turkish Linux version. Okay. It's not too bad. Just that problem that we had. Okay. Keep an eye on it. It may improve in the future, as that person was saying. Okay, we are Real Juicy News, and we hope you enjoyed this short but brief video on Pisi Linux. You can download it free from Distro Watch or from their website. Okay, just go to Distro Watch, click on the link provided, which should be here underneath it. Okay, it'll take you to their website, and you just look for download. Write it to a USB stick and install it on an old machine, etc. to test it out. It may be found reviewed on YouTube. It may go deeper and it may solve that problem of login. Okay, so if you like this short but brief video on Pisi Linux, subscribe to us, Real Juicy News. You want to say like, add your comments below the video, and perhaps share it with your family, friends and neighbours who might be Linux aficionados, and help you solve this problem. Or they're just Linux aficionados that love Linux.